say happy birthday, or better yet, happy 30th birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Snaps.
Finally an adult. I always wonder if people like at our age, especially our parents and stuff, felt like an adult at this age. We were both here when our parents were 30.
Yeah, my mom was 26 when she had me.
Yeah, I'm not doing that math.
They already had one kid, married house.
That is right. You're the baby.
I am.
I forget about that.
Yeah, and I'm already on my second divorce. I'm at my first.
So this being your birthday episode, let's do 30 questions. Get to know Kensley more. All right.
Okay, let's go.
Shoot 'em
I'll
straight.
answer. I'll shoot them straight.
No pleading the fifth?
No, never.
All right, no pleading the fifth. All right, let's start off. Does losing Papa Don hurt more now, or did it hurt more then?
Now.
Now?
Mm-hmm. Because, it was emotional for me then, but now it's like I have so many questions.
I wonder what he'd think and stuff.
Yeah, like,
I feel you on
am
that.
I doing right by you?
To hear you tell stories and your dad and stuff, yeah, I'm sure he'd be very proud.
He was in a magazine. My dad has the magazine. He was a model.
Aw. Yeah. And what have you been telling me all week? Come by it honest.
Oh, yeah, I get it honest. Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Very honest. Why was Papa Don your person over your other grandparents?
I wondered that too, because my mom's parents were very, very involved also, but they had, my mom has 9 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
And she's a twin.
Mm-hmm.
She's the youngest, her and her twin brother. And I have like 30 cousins, maybe like 40 second cousins. The age gap for me, I'm the age of my second cousins. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
So my mom's nieces and nephews were having kids while she was having me.
Yeah, so
we're
I
the
guess
same age, yeah.
On your dad's side, it's more close-knit.
It's just my Uncle Donnie and then my dad. They're the only two.
Yeah.
And then my Uncle Donnie has twin girls. They don't live around here, and they're way younger. Papa Don, he just had me and my sister. Like, we were his only grandkids. So he took pride.
A little more time to individualize with you.
Never, like I say, I've never seen him mad.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go ride mini scooters. He was just fun. Everything was just fun. He was a prankster.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. A big prankster.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Yeah, he just took the time. I mean, he put effort in everything. He wanted us to have memories. I feel like that he didn't get to give to his kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Where do you see Papa Don show up in you now? Like, what traits do you portray?
Oh, my mom's always like, anytime I make a little joke, she's like, that's the Thomas in her. That's the Thomas. She didn't get that from me. That's your Papa Don. Just like the jokes, like, and then like the Rolling Stone type of like energy of, and he was married 7 times, and I'm not going to go there.
Is that your goal, or are you going to live up to it?
Oh, no. I don't even know 7 guys I like. I don't like 7 guys at all right now. Not even one.
Yeah.
I know. I don't have time for that. I'm 30.
Well, I mean,
I take a long time in relationships. I don't know what he was doing. He was just like rolling through them. I don't know why.
Maybe
7 times is insane.
That is.
But yeah, our personalities are like the fashion, the love for clothing. That's Papa Don. That is 100% him. So, yeah.
That's good to hear you talk about him. And you and your dad are alike in a lot of ways,
you think
too.
So?
Yeah. So if he is anything like you two, then absolutely I could see where y'all coincide. What did loving someone through addiction teach you about love? So go into your marriage.
About love through addiction.
Yeah. How did that change your aspect? Which I know I've heard you talk about how you presume the role more of a caregiver. Did that change?
Yeah. Well, that to take a step back from that, because writing 13 going on 30, there's so much I left out. I could not put. It was already so long. I could not put more in there.
Well, I mean, that's a lot of years to.
And I blacked a lot of it out. Yeah. So I did not just like marry him because I was a caretaker. He did not have an addiction issue when we got married.
Yeah.
I met him when I was 13.
Right.
We got married at 20. Oh,
so did that definition of love change when all that happened?
Yeah, I mean, growing, you are going to love differently anyways, because it's the puppy dog love stage, they say, the honeymoon phase. Like, we had been in each other's lives for so long already. It was like family. And then the addiction, when you already love someone, them having an addiction issue or any kind of disease or however you want to look at it, being sick, that doesn't change how you love someone. It doesn't change in the way of like, oh, I don't love you anymore. That's not how that works. And then when you make a vow to God through sickness and health till death do us part, you take that. Hopefully you take that serious. And that was something that happened after we got married. And there were signs that we shouldn't have got married, 1,000%. Would we possibly have gotten divorced either way if he would have been addicted or not? Probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was other issues.
Other factors.
Yeah. But addiction, it does not change. If it changes anything about how I loved him more.
Through that?
Mm-hmm. Because,
wow.
Yeah, I loved him more. And they say it's hard to be a drug addict, but it's harder to love one. And I'm not taking that from someone that's addicted because that's hard within itself.
Yeah, but you just want better for them and know they could do better. So I'm sure that hurts a lot.
Yeah, you're going through it sober. I was going through it sober.
Yeah.
I was going through it. Like, I didn't even drink alcohol at the time. I didn't drink at all. I didn't do anything. He held me to such a high standard, and he didn't want that for me. He was like, you're a lady. Like, I didn't drink all through high school, nothing like that. So wrap your mind around it. It's insane. So when someone gets addicted to something like that changes who they are chemically, it doesn't change who you are.
Right.
You still loved him. I loved him. I still do. I still love him today.
Yeah.
It's just different phases of love. It's different kinds. And that's why I'll say, if I never get to hold my own child on this earth, I can say that I know what it feels to love someone the way a mother loves their son, their child.
Yeah.
Because that's how I love him.
And that's what I've always heard you describe that as. Mm-hmm. What's one memory of your ex-husband that still makes you smile?
There's a lot.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
One in particular?
We were at my parents' house. He was playing the PlayStation in the living room. And he was standing up. Like, he was into it. He was standing up. And I went through and I just, like, pulled it, like, pants steam. And he took off running. But the controller was hooked to the PlayStation. So he's dragging the whole PlayStation through the living room. And we would just do pranks like that. And then, have you ever seen where if someone's, like, asleep, you take, like, a pot with a lid and you put firecrackers in it?
Yes. You done that?
Yeah.
I feel like I've only seen that on movies.
No, yeah. I used to prank him all the time, but just like that. And then just seeing him play like sports, it was like a light. It was just like that.
Where he shined.
Yeah. So I miss those Friday nights.
Aww.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about the pranks one day.
Oh, yeah.
What did New York teach you that Alabama couldn't?
In Alabama, there was always people for us to fall back on.
Okay.
Or to call.
Support.
Mm-hmm. Or to call when something's going, astray. So New York, it was just him and I. Yeah. Of course, I knew people that I worked with, but I hid stuff from everybody. I was hiding stuff from my mom, that it was getting bad again. So being there, for one, you're not in Athens anymore.
Yeah.
Take that serious. You should be taking it serious anywhere you are. Because we've had people pull up on us, like getting out of our car at home, and I didn't know that he was like using drugs. Mm-hmm. And a car pulled up, and these guys get out and run up behind us when we're walking in. And I'm like, "What's going on?"
This is in New York?
No, this is at home. This is in Athens. And I'm like, "What is going on?" He's like, "Oh no." I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna sit back and watch." But in New York, like we lived in a predominantly like drug infested neighborhood. The first week we were there, 3 people got shot and killed on our street. Yeah. And it was a diner with they sold drugs out the kitchen. And there was a kid, he was like 17, 18. Him and his friends were up in the apartment down the street from us. Gun went off. I don't know what really happened, but it was St. Patrick's Day parade was going on. He shot and killed himself. They say it was accidental. Oh, we're in a very not great neighborhood. There was a lot more that went on in that neighborhood that involved like even him going to the barber shop, and I was going to go inside with him, and thank God I didn't, because it's not home. You're not home. You don't know these people. These people don't know you. These people, the way of life there is, if you think you have it rough here, this is a whole new level.
Yeah.
So it's just me and you. But we carry that same mentality that we had here of, you're not going to, like me and him, we have the same aggression. Like that's when we went head to head a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not going to back down. He's not going to back down. Neither of us would ever back down to each other. So Yeah, in New York, I learned how to you're in this by
So
yourself.
that's when you really grew up, or like independent wise.
Yeah, I've always been independent, but throughout the addiction process, I became isolated.
Okay.
And that'll change a lot about you as a person. It completely changed me.
I bet.
So New York was like, you're in this by yourself, 100%. Nobody can come save you. It's just a whole new process of life. So yeah, I was in it alone, and I had to figure that out. It's okay. I mean, I wouldn't change it. I mean, that's even like the subway. I said I have a lot of subway experiences. We fought in the subway at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And me being so hard-headed and him being hard-headed, I'm like, well, bye. I'm not getting on the train with you. So 1 a.m., we're like, bye, bye, bye. Like, we would do that. Like, two girls, like, bye, bye. And so I went down I was like, I'd rather be down here with the rats than with you. And he was like, F you too. And then he went down that way, and I went this way. 1 a.m., I didn't care, because I would be so mad, I would be invincible. That's how angry I would get at him, is that nobody could touch me. Like,
yeah.
I'm invisible right now.
I question whether that's craziness or not. Like, I feel I'm not scared of anything. I don't mind to go out by myself. I don't mind to travel anywhere. But the situations that you've told me that you've been in, I'm like, oh my God, I would have packed my bags. I would have came home. I'd have called my dad to come get me something. Or I never would have been like leaving at 1 a.m. Absolutely not. We're going to be in this together until we get home, and then we can go separate ways.
No, I'm very hard-headed. We went down to the bodega, and y'all think this is cute? You think this is cute?
Again, I'm
and they're
questioning.
like, girl, I'm gonna take you right now and show you cute. But I just didn't. I just had that little about me where I would argue with anybody.
Yeah. Again, I'm questioning. No, I mean, it's got you this far. Made it. Maybe those situations. Yeah, you being the way you are.
I think I have
the reason you've made it through a lot.
I have this conversation on video, actually, of those guys talking.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I did take a video. I take a video of everything.
It's like, if you ever question me, here's proof.
Exactly. I have proof of everything. That's how to go through and delete so much stuff on my phone.
That's why your phone quits halfway through the day all the time. So leading from New York, what was the moment you knew this is my breaking point?
Everybody said, oh, you're going to have a breaking point. I'm like,
You didn't believe them then?
I knew I would. I just didn't know when or what was it going to take.
Yeah,
because
what was the straw?
I had lots of breaking points.
Yeah.
But the breaking point was the car accident, but coming home from work that day on the interstate. And I had called my mom. I always called her after work to talk to her on the phone. And then I tried calling her 3 times. She didn't answer. I was getting closer to where he was at. And he had me on eggshells a lot lately. I knew something was going on. I knew he was using.
All right. So leading from New York, what was the moment you knew this is my breaking point?
Everybody said, oh, you're going to have a breaking point. I'm like,
You didn't believe them then?
I knew I would. I just didn't know when or what was it going to take.
Yeah,
because
what was the straw?
I had lots of breaking points.
Yeah.
But the breaking point was the car accident in Manhattan, or not in Manhattan, but coming home from work that day on the interstate. And I had called my mom. I always called her after work to talk to her on the phone. And then I tried calling her 3 times. She didn't answer. I was getting closer to where he was at. And he had me on eggshells a lot lately. I knew something was going on. I knew he was using again. So I was like, I'm not going to talk to her on the phone, because any little thing could spiral. It would just go off the rails.
Yeah, like you would start telling her everything?
Well, no, I could be on the phone with her, and she could ask me a question like, well, what are you having for dinner? And I would be like, well, I don't know. I don't know what Calvin wants for dinner. And if he had been using, he would be like, what do you mean you don't know what I want for dinner? I mean, it would literally go, I could be so innocent or not even talking about something, like answer the phone with Caroline. So she'd call. I'm like, hey, yeah, no, I'm in the car with Calvin. Something to hide. Yeah. It was he was always paranoid, always on edge, so it always turned into a big fight. So I just didn't get on the phone with her. I didn't want anything to spike it.
Yeah.
But I started talking to him about a trip that we had planned for when we left New York to go back home. And he was mad that we were going to leave New York. And he was just like, with God, all things are... I was telling him, like, this is what we need to do. This is not working. With God, all things are possible. I'm like, yeah, that's true, but not if you're not putting your part in. Yeah, with God, I just don't. That's why I don't like when people just take things from the Bible and use it for their benefit. Because it's like, with God, all things are possible. But if I'm thirsty,
You've got to drink.
you got to get up and go get some water.
Well, what does it say? Faith without works is
It's
dead.
And that's what I would say. So I would argue that back. And then now we're arguing. Now we're in a full-blown cat fight.
Yeah.
And then he turns the gospel music on, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not doing this. 'Cause I knew that means you've been using.
Yeah.
Because it becomes like this godlike persona.
That's what they feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm like, here we go. And he was like, you don't believe in God anyways. And I'm like, all right. He was like, you don't. Da-da-da-da. I'm like, well, you're not very Christ-like yourself. I knew I shouldn't have said anything, but I just couldn't.
You just couldn't help it.
Couldn't help it. So yeah, and then he takes a water bottle and just throws it at me and smacks me in the face. And I'm like, now I'm definitely going to be Satan. That's how I felt. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
you're messing with the wrong one. And I just knew then, like, don't say anything. And then he, in like a blink of an eye, he reached over and just pulled the steering wheel out from under my hands. And we were like spinning down the interstate.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, all I remember is just like taking my foot off the gas. And my dad would always say, if you're spinning out, you turn into the spin, like the opposite way. So if you're spinning to the left, you turn it right. Spinning to the right, you turn it left.
I'm sure he probably told you this to deal with like the ice and stuff. Little did he know.
I mean, he told me that this is just growing up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just in there. I remember taking my foot off the gas because they're like, don't brake.
Mm-hmm.
It happened so fast though. It's not even like I'm the one that processed it. And I'm going to like the median, and it's an interstate. We just went over a toll bridge. It's an interstate. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon.
So it's probably busy, packed. You are running 70 miles. Was it not?
Not our side.
See? Looking God was there
Well,
with you.
the other side was busy.
Was
Our
it?
side was not. But it's a median where we could have went across and went into someone head first and killed them and their family.
Yeah.
And we could have survived. But no, so I remember like getting to the middle of the median and then turning it back and getting to the other side of the road, turning it back, and it's just spinning. And it felt like forever, you know? And then the car, I remember it straightened up. And I'm shaking. I'm talking like my legs, like a newborn baby, like deer. My legs are shaking so bad.
I can imagine the adrenaline.
Yeah, and my hands are shaking. I'm just shaking so bad. And the steering wheel is like, have you ever seen a steering wheel get stuck? And it's like a NASCAR steering wheel? Yeah, and it's like just vibrating. And he was just sitting there, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and there was a van that had kind of like, they seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had fallen back. And he said, today wasn't your day to go.
But that's not for him to decide.
Yeah. I mean, so I remember just like not saying anything and driving the rest of the way home and getting out of the car, put my feet on the ground, and I was just shaking so bad. I was just so thankful. And I was like, that was just like the most godlike experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
And not that I didn't believe in God, but I was like, why? Where are you? You see me down here? You know my heart. You know I'm a good person. You know that I'm trying to do the right thing, but like, why? I'm not perfect, but I don't deserve this. He doesn't deserve this.
Yeah.
But I would be, and yeah, so that was like, I went inside the house. He stayed outside. I'm not a care in the world. And I go inside and I call my mom and I'm like, I'm not going to tell you what happened, but if I come home from New York and I'm not in a body bag, I promise I'm going to divorce him.
Yeah.
And yeah, I planned it out.
This gave me chills.
Yeah. And I came home. I was scared in the car, like certain things. Like I remember somebody texted me on the drive home. And was like, are you with Calvin? And I was like, I just put my phone down. Put it down. Because I didn't want him to think, like, what am I doing? And something happened. And I think I got to a gas station. And we were in, like, Pennsylvania.
So you are coming home from New York?
Yeah. And I text back and was like, yeah, why? And they're like, oh, we did, like, so-and-so just had a question. And then later that person told me that, like, he was, like, trying to talk to one of their friends or something. I was like, oh, I don't care.
You were over it by then?
Oh, I was over that. I wanted him to find someone else.
Just so he'd move on?
Yeah, I wanted him to move on from me because I didn't want to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the one to break his heart. I just 10. I've never.
No, that's just you
Yeah.
though.
I can't leave someone. I'm not good at that.
You don't want to cause them pain.
Mm-mm.
But then in the end, you're the only one that ends up hurting.
But I can handle it.
They can too.
No, I don't want somebody to have to handle it based on me, you know? Like, I don't want to be the reason for somebody to hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can handle it. I know I'll get over it eventually. I'll grow from this. So I wanted him to leave me, and I wanted him to fall in love with someone else and be loved, you know?
Yeah. You did.
Mm-hmm.
If you could ask Papa Don one question about the last 17 years, what would it be?
I don't like, is he proud?
I'm sure he is. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What would be one experience you would want him to experience?
Papa Don?
Yeah. If he
This.
was the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be really fun.
Would love it. I mean, he would be just like sitting here and getting to talk about himself and tell his stories and like getting, you know.
To hear Kensley say or talk about him and stuff like that, with Kensley, her being the only star or the main star in her show, he would be similar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him to put on his, just for him to get ready to come. I think he would just like be waiting 2 hours before time outside.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
When did you stop asking why me and start asking what now?
I don't like for someone to use an excuse of why they're doing something they're doing or behaving a certain way. And I was just like, there's a reason. I would always say like, yeah, I would say why me, of course, who doesn't? But I knew that there was I didn't go through this for no reason. I didn't come out of this for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And people say, you should know your worth. And it's like, mind your business.
Yeah.
I know my worth. If I didn't, you don't think that I possibly could have ended up on drugs along with the person that I knew more. Like, if that's who I'm in love with, clearly I have enough self-respect and worth
to not do that.
And I know a lot of people that get caught up in that with the person they're with, or for a guy. So I knew that I was strong enough, strong-willed. I am like Papa Don. I'm strong-willed. Like, I have that. Yes, I will love someone and I will love them through so much, but you're not going to control me.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me what to do.
You're still going to be your own person.
Yes. And I will go to bat for myself too. So I forgot the question.
When did you stop asking why me and start asking what now?
I was tired of the cycle. I was tired of like going through the same thing over and over. And I'm like, if you want different results, you have to make different choices.
Yeah.
And you can't blame every man for not loving you right. What are you doing? Not that you're doing anything like breaking their trust or not loyal. That's not always the common ground there. It shouldn't just be like, oh, I don't cheat on you, and that's enough. No, there's so much more. I might not cheat, but I still have things that I need to work on.
Yeah.
I may be loyal and love you to a fault, but I'm not perfect. Like, I was also had to learn that like you're emotionally unavailable too. And maybe yours just shows up different than theirs.
Yeah.
So you keep attracting the same man over and over again. You're like, you keep getting sent a lesson and you're going to continue this cycle until you do something different. Don't blame that man for like what he did wrong to you or how he made you feel. Take accountability, Kensley. Be self-aware. What are you doing? And change that. And so I knew I was like, I always had these bigger dreams my whole life, even when I was just a kid. And I'm not going to let Calvin's life be wasted because of addiction.
But then it's not his life too. Like, you have lived
It's my
this.
life too.
Yeah. So
it is a lot of lives.
Using that to help others. I think this says a lot to you, but instead of, like we've talked about, not it going to waste, but you're using it for good.
I mean, I can turn around and be like, go back to just going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home, just waiting for my Mr. Right to come along and have a family and then be miserable in 5 years. Because I never fulfilled what was really inside of me.
Yeah. This is your passion.
Yeah. And I'm not going to let that go to waste. I'd rather be on this earth for my purpose and possibly miss out on what I think I want in this life than be here and get what I think I want and miss out on my purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Very well put. Do you still feel like you need closure or an apology from anyone in your past that you have dealt with? No?
No, I have a lot of thank yous.
Thank you for
from me.
Helping you grow, or like thank you
Yeah.
for teaching you all the lessons that you've learned through that?
Just like, thank you to even the people that were just there, just bystanders that, thank you to the people that I didn't see that actually tried to help.
Yeah.
Thank you to the people that may know try to help, and I just never said thank you. Thank you to Calvin, for holding me on a pedestal, to never trying to introduce me to drugs.
Yeah.
That right there is one of the biggest blessings. And I respect him so much for that. I respect him so much for not wanting me to do it, not introducing me to it. I have stories from guys that I was really close to that gave their girlfriends hard drugs without them knowing it, to try to get them addicted with him. And my ex-husband would never. I need to look a certain way, hold myself a certain way. But I'm never going to change for somebody in that way. You're not going to tell me what to wear. You're not going to tell me what I can and can't post. I'm respectful, though, to that person. I'm never going to cross a line where you feel disrespected.
Yeah, but still,
And
your own individual person.
You have to allow me to spread my wings and be myself. And he allowed that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So thank you.
Let me fly.
Mm-hmm. He always said I was the most beautiful when I was sleeping.
Your
I
mouth was shut.
I don't know if that's a compliment or
you weren't talking.
Or he said when I first woke up in the morning and my eyes open, that was the most beautiful. God looked so innocent.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
And then you spoke. No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah, and he was like, "Go back to sleep, please."
Oh me.
If he could have drugged me, it would have just been with sleeping medicine.
Don't little Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, I was literally Sleeping Beauty for him. So,
Aww.
yeah.
So on to my ex's vintage.
Okay.
What month did you start my ex's vintage?
I got the LLC on June 26th.
June 26th. That's right. Okay, I was trying to think how many months, because I feel like we've been in this for the long run, which I've been by your side, whether you needed a support or whatever. But I feel like this let's clear it up. What were people actually confused about with my ex's vintage?
What are they not confused about?
I don't know.
think they want to be confused.
I think so,
they
too.
like to project. I heard a lot. I got a lot of different feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I got some really good feedback, and of course, I had some not so great. Where it's like, well, just I'm a whore. Figure. So I'm gonna put an A on my scarlet red letter A.
Oh, you should have wore one today.
I should have. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm a whore. Lingerie line. I am trying to come up off of men that I've slept with. What else are you supposed to do?
Oh, good Lord.
This is not, and that's what I was trying to explain. Like, my exes, it doesn't mean this. I was actually talking to one of my guy friends, and I said something about his ex, and he's like, I never dated her. I'm like, an ex does not have to mean that that's my ex-husband, my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriend. You have ex-friends. You have I have an ex-brother-in-law. I have a lot of things. If you're not in my life any longer, you're an ex.
Yeah, just an ex relationship in general.
Ex-bed friend, like, what do they call them?
Situation.
Friends with benefits? No, let's go way back. Ex-friends with benefits. Is that what you want to call it? Because who was benefiting? You, not me.
Everybody can relate, because everybody's had somebody that was in their life at one point, an important part of their life, and then is no more. I mean, people grow and move on and stuff like that.
Doesn't mean you have ill will towards that person.
No, yeah, it's just they're not in your everyday life anymore.
Exactly. An ex can be anything. And my grandfather, who was, my biggest inspiration in everything I do in life, he was married 7 times. So if anybody knows about being an ex, it's him.
the expert.
Literally, Taylor, I would be working on Taylor. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just talking. I'm writing a thing about my grandpa. And I was like, I'm just going to call him the prophet.
I forgot what you said. Either that or the whisperer or something
No,
along those lines.
It was definitely prophet. I know, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because then I was like, we can't use that.
Like, prophet. And I'm like, yeah, he's the for the X's. And you're like, what about expert? But do like EX, capital.
The capital, yeah.
I was like, whoa, thank you. You want to help me? And you're like,
I was in it.
Yeah.
I love the creative side of this.
You don't have to do this, Taylor. You're like, no, I want to. I want to help. And I'm very thankful. But yeah, so an ex can be anything that is no longer serving you, no longer in your life. It doesn't have to be, it can be platonic, it can be romantic, intimate, it can be anything.
Wait,
it's just your definition.
Going back to that, I love the way you said that, because not even it being a person, but an ex situation that you were in or something that you used to deal with, as far as like a situation, not a person, but like a situation, and it no longer serves you and you've moved on from that. That's a part too. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the name confused people because they're like, well, is it like a vintage store? And I had a lot of ideas. I have a ton of ideas. There's a place in...
Yeah, they're not dead yet.
Yeah. I have so many ideas that in that time, well, when you do an LLC, you have to own the name. You have to do the name registration through the state of wherever you're at. And then trademarking it goes into a deeper dive there. But that's the name I came up with that had hit me randomly back over a year ago.
Yeah.
And it just stayed in my mind. And I would pray to God. I'm like, no matter what I'm doing, if it's meant to be, don't let it leave my mind. I would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, and just be writing stuff down. And it just never left. And it just happened. And that's what I named as my ex's vintage. Well, yes, did I? There was a whole other idea for like a brick and mortar and like that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things behind it, but it doesn't have to be anything other than what I want it to be. It doesn't have to succumb to what you think it should be. It's mine and it's my story. And that's how I was going to tell my story, through clothes. And it takes a lot to design clothes. It takes a lot.
Oh my gosh, we're getting a crash course in everything.
Yeah.
Business development and
Fashion,
sourcing products. Yeah, all of it. This
Fabric.
has been fun.
So yeah, it's a lot to it. But yeah, the whole misconception is that it's not their business. If you don't support it, you're not my demographic.
Kinsley's demographic is Kensley.
Yeah. Practically.
But as it should be, in a sense of like, you know what you like, you know what you want. Why would you be like, oh, George on the street down there, I love that he has this, let me recreate it. But even if you were to recreate it, put your spin on it. You're the author of this.
Yes, this is my like art, and then fashion, and all the fashion that I love comes from my grandfather.
One day, one podcast episode, all the little things that you think about, and everything has a reason why you put this beside this number and all of this stuff. So I want us to write this down, and so we could share with everybody, because I don't catch on to anything unless you tell me. So I'm the worst one for that. But when you explain it, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. And you saying, everybody's going to catch on to this. I don't know if they do, but I want them to.
They probably don't. And that's why Easter eggs, I hide them everywhere.
That part. You're so good at it, too.
Everywhere.
And I'm just like, how did you think of this? Why does this tie together? It does, but why?
It's just my brain,
Like I think we've said in previous podcasts, there was a lot of meant to be that's happened so far.
I'm petty, too.
Oh, very much so.
But that's the thing. Like, I'll hit you when you don't even know it. And I'm satisfied. It's about me. If I was doing this for you, I'd have nothing else.
Yeah,
it's for me, though.
That'd be boring. Yeah.
And I'm definitely going to quote Drake all the time.
Of course. Do I catch it? No.
Oh, like when I was doing the clothing line for On My Ex's Vintage, if you go to like her story and his story, history, that's Drake right there. That's not me. I don't claim it.
Yeah.
But I remembered it. I thought about it when I was doing it. I was like, her story and your history. You're not coming back.
Yeah. It clicked.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff that just worked together. So what's next for My Ex's Vintage?
So I really want, I had the whole football, like the roster collective, like, and do all that. We did a photo shoot. I had a whole list of stuff. I had to step back and be like, okay, you're in over your head. Yeah. You're so in over your head. You have nobody to impress. Slow down.
It's not a race.
It's not a race. And if it is, I'd rather be the turtle. It's like, you have 1,000 ideas. I know you want them all done right now. And I'm like, yeah, I do. I want them done right now.
I think if I weren't redheaded that I'd have 75 gray hairs right now. because
they're
of
in
you.
there somewhere. I take a lot of advice from people that really matter to me.
Yeah.
And just, take
People
your time.
that care.
And quality. But what's next is I did design some hats.
Yeah.
It's a 4th and goal. And you were with me when we came up with that. Taylor.
The 4th.
She was like, oh, what about like 4th and goal? And I'm like, what is that? I don't know what that means. And she's like 4th and goal, like in football. Like,
with our friendship, Kinsley's come to know a lot about, with Olivia too, a lot about football or learning bits and pieces.
I love football players.
The players, not the game, the players. She's learning to come to love the game.
I'm like, you got the ball, you're running touchdown. That's my man.
Good job. Yeah, you understand that part. But then I mentioned 4th and goal.
And I said, oh, 4th and goal. And she said, what's that? And I was like, 4th?
I think we should spell that out.
F-O-R-F.
Yeah.
And she was like, I've never heard that. What is that? I said, you're kidding. It's like slang. Like, look it up in the dictionary, the Urban Dictionary. And she does. And it's like, this is not a real word. It says it means to like flake or in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah, it was made in Huntsville. I mean, granted, we went to school. What? We graduated the same year. In 2 different counties, of course, but the fact that I've never heard of it and you thought that this was a worldwide thing.
Yeah, I called Caroline. I said, did you know that 4th is like not known anywhere else? It was made in Huntsville. And she said, no. And I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, Austin, come here. Did you know this? And I'm like, look it up. And she's like, no way. Because we all said, like, I never used really slang words growing up because I was like, I'm not like you. I'm different. But I would be called a 4th.
Yeah.
I've been called a 4th before. So 4th and goal.
And it fit.
You called me a 4th, but he still got the goal. True story. True story.
Oh, me.
Friday Night Lights. And then they fumbled. Not only the ball, but me too.
Fitting. What's the real reason you named Mike's Vintage and how does Papa Don tie in? I think we've
we
touched on this.
Yeah. But I was told, so actually, Calvin does have something to do with this. Make a long story short, I moved back from New York. Our clothes are still packed up in suitcases. People are talking behind my back or whatever. And it got back around to me because it usually does. And I said, I'm gonna start a business and call it My Exes and just sell the.
And it fit.
And it never left my mind. And that's how I got My Exes.
Yeah. Papa Don.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me the logo. Tell me the story behind the logo.
Tattoo here. And this is for my Papa Don. I said if I ever got another tattoo, I was going to get this one. This story behind it is actually a little long. My tattoos, this one here for my grandfather, and then I have the bunny on my hand, and because I had a miscarriage on Easter Sunday. And the story behind this is so insane that I would love for Riley to actually come on the podcast and talk about it if she would like. It's Couture Inc. in Franklin, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What outfits from 13 going on 30 would you keep for your kids, and what would you cut?
Plaid Bermuda shorts from Aeropostale.
Oh my God. I feel like everybody from our time had those.
No plaid Bermuda shorts. That's not coming back. What I would keep, Papa Don stuff. That's my kids will be wearing that. My nieces will be, nephews will be.
I feel like that's always in style too, like that era.
Me and Caroline still trade stuff. We have a pair of Levi's shorts. We call them the Sisterhood of Traveling Shorts.
Oh.
Yeah, we have them to this day. I wore them in Texas in the photo.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
I would gain weight. She would lose weight. She would gain weight. I would lose weight. Then she got pregnant, and I got skinny.
And so you've got them right now.
We've had these for probably going on like 10 years. These same shorts, and those are the ones I wore in the photo shoot at the State Line in Texas. Yeah.
I mean, that's a true testament. Even to your clothing line, the fact that you want to source stuff that can last that long.
Yeah. And we're going to pass this on down to Sully, to her daughter.
Oh, little Sully. November Saturdays Foundation. This is a big thing. This is, I want to say your heart. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is your heart. This is your true passion project.
Yeah.
What moment sparked November Saturdays before it even had a name?
Calvin, and our story of growing up in the foster system and me actually witnessing what happens firsthand, and having to coming from a stable 2-parent household and having parents that work and would do anything to make sure I have more than what I even need, and then seeing kids that have struggle, and not only the kids that are struggling, but actually not even just foster care, but parents that are working 2 or 3 jobs and they can't make it.
Everything's expensive now.
And then seeing that parents that can't be there for their kids all the time because they're working so much, or a single mom, or even a single dad. They get left out. Single fathers get left out all the time, and I hate that. Like, I hate the stereotypes, but just kind of like that. I was like, it could happen to your son, it could happen to your daughter. Like, you're if you're not there, if you're not present, and they're walking home from school one day and they don't feel like a love or attention from you, and then they get a group of kids that they think that they're giving them love and attention, and because they don't know what it really is, and they introduce them to drugs or anything like that, and then that's how they become addicted. And it's just like the gap between a
you just want to meet
parent.
them before they turn
I want to meet them before where they're at. I want to help them. I want to be a bridge. But yeah, that's it. Like, I just want to step in where I know that this needed, and I want to be a resource for people that I know what resources are needed. I was 16 working.
You've been through that.
I was working my first job at 16, and I was buying his sports equipment.
Yeah.
That's where November Saturdays comes from. I was buying Calvin's football equipment. And so because he no longer lived with a foster family, he was in a group home.
Yeah. So now you're an adult with adult financials and want to, experience. Let me put it that way.
Adult experience. I need the financials. Come on, guys. Listen to this. Let's sponsor November Saturdays.
You want
for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to, I know that I did it at 16, then we can do it as adults together. Yeah. And we can change these kids' lives.
Yeah. It takes a community. Mm-hmm. What's one barrier kids face today that adults don't get?
Opportunity. And adults just think, well, I didn't. That's how I grew up. I don't care how you grew up. Stop. That's projection. You're just mad you didn't make it. I'm telling you, these empathy, common sense.
But what's
missing is that gap between like adults that did not ever get it themselves, and having kids without being mentally well, and passing that down to their children. It's generational trauma. It needs to be stopped. That's what the kids are missing. They're missing that true parenting. They're missing that true, like, guidance and discipline and direction. And they're looking for it other places that's not real. You're not going to get it. Yeah. There's a lot missing. Yeah. And it has a lot to do with how people are raising their kids.
Think so?
Yeah, because they're not raised themselves. It just keeps passing down from generation to generation. Yeah. They're having kids without ever figuring out who they really are.
And being them true selves. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. What's one thing sports taught you that you want to pass on?
Discipline.
I completely agree.
Discipline for sure. Passion. Purpose. There's so much. And it's not, November Saturdays is not just for people that play sports. It's not just for kids that play sports. No, because I mean, there's a bigger picture. Yeah. It is such a bigger picture, but that's the heart of it.
The starting point. Mm-hmm. The community
that's
can
my
get behind.
Experience.
Yeah. One thing that everybody can relate to, or a lot of people. What's a dream project for November Saturdays you're chasing anyway?
A facility. Yeah.
Like a community center?
Oh, bigger than that. Huge, nationwide. Partnerships. Mentorships.
So a whole program of let this be.
Yeah, I mean, bigger than yeah.
Do you remember when we were growing up and on the television it would say, what is it? Take a break, 30 minutes and go outside and play. I could see that being like, okay, if you need help, this and this and this, go down the street to the November Saturdays facility and all your needs are met.
Oh, I want to employ my family. I want to employ my friends. I want to be Adam Sandler of, it's not just for the people. It's not just for the kids. The youth is actually for, I want to bring in everyone that wants to do that, that wants to, I want to give jobs. I want to create jobs also for adults that need it.
You're very much a person, there's a saying that goes, rising tides raises all ships. Yeah. And you're very much that type of person. So that's, okay.
I know a lot of Saturdays. Yeah, I know, because who is better to teach someone than someone that's been through it? And there's so many people that are out there, are good people that just were led down the wrong path and now they can't get a job because they have a record. I want to give people jobs, opportunities to change their lives, to better their lives.
And so not necessarily a beyond scared straight, but
no, come on, we have
within reason.
We have common sense. That's what I need people to get is common sense.
Oh no,
there's people that have felonies for being at the wrong place, wrong time.
Well, drugs too. A lot of rehabilitated
weed, marijuana.
People.
Like, come on, guys, it's legal in almost every other state except for the Bible Belt. And come on, like if you have a felony because you had a bag of weed, pretty sure, like, there's just so much. That's what people need to lock in and realize. Or if you're closed-minded, just like, leave me alone. Go. I'm not talking to you. Yes.
No, there's a lot of guidance that could be held there.
Prison reform.
The fact that there are consequences, like think before you act, like just a small.
But that's what we're trying to teach the kids.
Exactly.
Is think before you act. Who better to teach them than the people that did not think
and they acted,
and now they have
consequences.
Yes, and they can. That's who. It's just I'm very passionate about this. God, you're gonna be hot in here.
No, we're running through this.
Prison reform is a part of my mission. So yeah, that
Mini Kim K over here.
Hi.
Or how does Calvin's story shape the way you show up for kids now?
The love I have for him is the love I will pour into everyone else and his nieces and nephews. It goes deep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is off of November Saturdays. This is pretty much a whole synopsis of everything.
Okay.
So quick fire. How did you know it was time for a change?
I wasn't interested in the things I was doing. Yeah.
I feel like you completely done a 180.
Oh, my body was telling me you're not in the right place. I know my body. I know my body so well. The doctor was like, you're too in tune with your body. And I was like, I just knew. I knew that like something's not right. You have to change. Yeah. And I just did it.
Yeah. I have to say that. Very much so. Who was the first family member you call when life is laughing?
My mom.
Yeah. God bless her.
Yeah.
She hears everything. Sometimes I think you tell her too much just because I don't tell.
She got to hear the unedited version of last week's episode, and I forgot it. I was editing it for 8 hours straight, no break. And I was like, I know I'm messing up. I was falling asleep. I was like, I know I'm messing up. And I was like, just stop. And then I go to my parents. I was a couple days later. I'm like, Mom, I edited this episode. You want to watch? And I'm like, I say the F word. I'm like,
freaking loved it.
I was like,
or
oh
I did.
My God. We do not say bad words.
No.
And I was like, oh, Mom, I was just tore up. I was just upset.
I was passionate it happened.
I was just, he really got that to come out of me. How she blamed me for saying a bad word one time.
I freaking love it.
Yeah. And then I told her another secret that I forgot that she didn't know. And she was like,
normally you tell her. That's surprised
to
me.
But I'm so wrapped up that I don't remember what I'm telling and what I'm not. And then I'm like, I said, oh, I didn't tell you that happened.
Surprise.
I said, you can't judge me. I'm at a gas. You can't judge me. She said, I'm not, but I'm not surprised either.
She should have gave you what I did. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, save it.
Disappointed.
Save it. Okay.
Who saw you when nobody else did?
Caroline.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She's been through it all?
Oh, Caroline's been there since day one. I mean, Caroline's been through hell.
When did y'all form your friendship? When did y'all meet? When did y'all become best friends? Because it's been...
We've known each other our whole lives, but when we actually formed like a really, like our best friendship or whatever, 3rd grade, Miss Blankenship's class.
Yeah?
Yeah.
3rd grade.
And Olivia's like, my mom's like, Kensley was just so good and so quiet in my class. Little did she know.
Surprise.
Me and Carol over here like, yeah. And we rode the same bus too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we sat together on the bus and yeah, I pushed her down on the bus one time. We would fight. We would fight bad.
Y'all are more like sisters now.
Oh, 100%. Her mom and my mom graduated high school together. But she has a scar on her knee where I pushed her down on the school bus because we were just, and it is a C. So I'm like, well, now you have your initial.
You'll never forget who you are.
Yeah. So
I can't wait
Carol
till
was there through everything.
She comes on.
She has a lot of patience with me, and I appreciate her for that.
I believe it.
She was like, I'm so happy to see you where you're at now. I was like, I'm so happy I got here before you had a baby.
Yeah.
Because I showed up.
She really is a true friend.
Yeah, because I didn't show up for anything, and I showed up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And now you, get to play.
Now I'm like,
role.
Can I come over?
And she's like, the baby.
Yeah.
Who stayed in your corner even when you were hard to love?
Caroline.
Mm-hmm. She's been through it all.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't even know.
If you could say one thing to your ex-husband, what would it be?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to thank you too.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can cry. I just don't handle it well. Go ahead.
I don't like to cry. I can't. I don't like to cry either. I don't like to cry in front of people. But yeah, just thank you. Thank you for, just thank you. And it's not all his fault.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for what you had to endure. That got you here.
Yeah.
And I just prayed that God has mercy. I mean, the Bible says that He will have mercy on those who He chooses, and I just hope He's one of those people.
Yeah. Just continue to pray for him. All right, let's do a
microphone left when I leave.
No, you're driving the thing home.
I'm sorry.
We're in Madison by now.
Okay, go ahead.
On a lighter note, when did social media last make you slow down instead of speed up?
Connor.
Yeah?
Yeah. I get on social media and I post. Those posts take a long time.
So much time.
In storage. And then I get stored up, and it's like, you can't download this video that you just worked 5 hours on because you don't have enough storage. I have 2 terabytes, and I don't know what I'm doing with them.
Using them.
They're tearing into me. And then, like, I'll post whatever I made or whatever. And then I'm tired of it. I get off of there. So I don't watch people's stories. I don't really, and that's the thing, like, now I'll post, but then, like, interacting, I just get off because I just don't have time to click through social media.
Yeah.
But on Veterans Day, it was 11 o'clock. I was laying in bed. I think I just maybe posted something on TikTok maybe. But I get on Instagram, and Connor had posted a story. And I'll click on people like, that I see them all the time. And I clicked on her story. It was her grandpa for Veterans Day. And she was telling him Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And then she said, I wouldn't be brave enough. And I was like, me either. I could not. I just ain't strong, and I'm too weak. I don't want to get up and exercise. But I started thinking, I was like, oh my God, my Papa Don was in the Army, and my great Papa Don. So he was my great grandfather. He also went by Papa Don. He served in the Army during World War II, and then Grandpa Thomas, he also served in the Army. And I was like, I have 3 generations from the Thomas family that was in the Army. I should post them for veterans. I have so many photos from the Army, from my great Papa Don. He lived in the Philippines and in Japan. And I have so many photos from then. I'm like, oh my God, I have to go post these. I need to go post these. And say Happy Veterans Day. I go in there and I'm like, get this box. And I'm like, the photos are in this box right here. And I start going through them. And I'm kidding you not. And there's so much stuff in here. Like, it's just all photos. And like his dog tag is in here, all that. And at the very bottom of the box, I have another file. At the very bottom of the box, I find this right here. For you, granddaughter.
Oh, that's fitting.
And it's my birthday card from my Papa Don for my 6th birthday. And he signed it at the bottom. Love, Papa.
And the fact that you found
and
that.
And it has my name at the top. And it's my birthday. And I was going in there just looking through these Veterans Day photos to post to say Happy Veterans Day to, my grandparents and everyone else. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I found this, and I'm like reading it, and I'm just like bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, what's the odds I would find this birthday card? And I just got this stuff. My dad just gave me all of this right before I went to Texas. When I started my ex's vintage, he gave me this. I already had his jewelry and his clothes, but all of his documents, So I found that birthday card. And then I started like just digging deep in here. And my great grandfather, he had this, the birthday times. And my great grandfather, his birthday was October 30th. So it just passed. And it's literally he was born October 30th, 1918.
Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, and it has like the prices of milk and bread and like what was going on in that time of when he was born. So I did mine. I haven't. Yeah, I'll post mine on here too. I went. You can go to
You can post yours and his together.
Yeah, you can go to
how it changed.
Yeah, the birthday times, and you can get your own.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I found that, and then I have a whole book. Oh, that would take a long time to go through it.
So many. All we've got is time. Next.
We can talk so much into my family Thomas history from the early 1800s here that I have. Crazy. That it's insane, but just to cut that down, my 4-time removed great aunt wrote on here that like to tell your story. She was like, every family has a story. If you ended up with this, please continue to share your story. And genealogy is not research. it's like, I'm a seam of my ancestors. And it has our family crest in here. It has Donald as my grandparent, my great and Papa Don's name. And it has the meaning behind their name. It's so in depth. It's insane. And it just connects. It just was like him. I feel like Papa Don it was him telling me, like, you're going to be okay. Like, I'm here and this is your family history and you're following exactly what I would want you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't answer the question.
That's why I decided not to post on social media.
Oh, yeah.
I put my phone down and was like, not everything is meant to be shared on social media.
You just sat in the moment.
So I literally is like, you know what? I could take time and post these in the last hour of Veterans Day, or I could sit here and put my phone to the side and acknowledge like what's right in front of me and just be alone in this time and see what maybe I'm being told, And I found all that because I put my phone down.
Yeah.
And yeah. So that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who saved you without knowing it?
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kennedy. I love to hear about Kennedy.
Oh.
I feel like she's the Northwest to your Kim K.
Oh, God. Kennedy, yeah. She was born in 2019, so a year after Calvin had got on drugs. Yeah.
Yeah. She's kind of like your saving grace.
Mm-hmm. And her dad is his brother. And he was also on drugs, still is. And I stepped in and helped deliver her, cut her umbilical cord, and stayed with her at the hospital, went home with her, raised her whole first year.
So maybe she was like your first purpose, or I guess your second purpose.
Yeah, Kennedy saved me. She still does.
Yeah, I love to hear about her.
Now she's 6, so
Kinsley's biggest op.
Yeah.
How does Kennedy show up for you now?
Kennedy is just here to humble me.
100%.
If I never have a child of my own, that girl right there, she is here to remind me, you're not all that. You're not cool. And why do you have a gym set on if you didn't go to the gym today?
I'm telling you, there's a bunch of
insane.
Can we call them Kennedyisms?
Kennedy is, my mom is like, people thought she was my daughter for the longest. I'm like, y'all must think I'm a deadbeat because like I moved across country and I left my daughter
just in Alabama.
I'm like, no. I saw people ask me that, but we favored a lot. I don't know how. We're not blood related, but her mannerisms, the way that if people's coming over to my parents' house, she's like, oh my God, we had to put a fresh roll of toilet paper on for the guest. And I'm like, what? I do that today. Yeah, throw it on the edges. She is me. We're the same. Like she is, yeah, but we fight like little, like we're sisters. I act like I'm 6.
And there's like 24 years difference in y'all.
Not when we're arguing.
Well, I
want to be an adult. Let's talk. Let's go head to head. I've dealt with your uncle.
Oh, her being an adult. I was about to say, you are a 12-year-old boy, so very close in age.
She tells me all about that. Did you have like 4 boyfriends? Do you have a boyfriend? Are you ever going to have a boyfriend? Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What is your hot walk-in song for life right now?
Oh, many men.
I'm scared to... Oh.
Many, many, many men wish death upon me. That is my song right now. Many men by 50 Cent.
Yeah, I still
Try
have to
me.
listen.
We'll listen to it on the way home.
I was kind of scared for that one.
Many men.
Yeah.
50 Cent.
Especially with this, I feel like that's fitting.
Mm-hmm.
That number 30. You have...
Hit me.
We're filming this on the 13th, so you have 4 days left in the 20s. Kensley has loved telling us over the past, I guess, couple of weeks or so, I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah.
Please ask me so I can continue to say I'm in my 20s.
20.
No. You're getting kicked into a new decade in 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when this is posted, it'll be your birthday, so everybody wish her happy birthday.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
You seem like an awkward kid at a birthday party. Thanks for
doing that. I'm not. You might think I like attention. Sometimes. From certain people.
What did I tell you yesterday? Kinsley boomerangs everything back to Kinsley in the best way. Or like,
I can't help it.
It's very funny. I feel like you've got to be around her a while to understand her and get that. She's not selfish in a sense, but then if you hear from the outside looking in, you're like,
God, she thinks she's better than everybody.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh, that's what they say.
I was going to say she loves talking about herself.
I do.
Have you noticed?
I'll tell you my hard-fought hallelujah. That's what I'm telling you.
Jeez Louise. All right. So plans for 30. Any big plans?
No, the football game Saturday, I wanted to do it on my 30th birthday. But no, I just want to be left. I just want peace. I don't care about a glitzy little. No. I just want to be around the people that I love the most and just hang out and chill and just like have
a peaceful
calm
night.
Yeah, that's all I care. I just want to be calm. Maybe start a little fire, sing some campfire songs. Anybody that brings me peace, calm, clarity, and I just want to be around. I just want to be around those people. I don't care about glitz. I don't care. I just want to be happy. I just want to be calm.
I wish we would have filmed an episode on your 29th birthday to see like the difference.
Oh,
I know, to see the difference that I was gonna say.
It came
even
full
at
circle.
The beginning of this year.
You're gonna see me. I don't know. It's kind of weird. People seeing you like change. I don't know, like on film.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because I critique myself so much. I had to hear myself talk over and over again 1,000 times. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be in the car. I'm like, Kensley, shut up. They don't care. Nobody cares. Shut up. And I'm like, okay, you're hearing it 20 times. They're hearing it one time. Two if you're a fan. You might be.
Three if you really love us.
4 if you want me.
God help us.
But thank you guys. Thank you, Connor, Taylor. Thank you so much.
I had one more question.
Oh, you said 30.
Yeah, I guess that was leading into it. When I said I wish we would have filmed a podcast. This was non-existent at the time, but when you were 29, so how is that different from what you imagined a year ago, what you want to do for 30? So a year ago, if you were celebrating your 30th birthday, what would that look like?
I would want to be seen.
Like out on the town at the...
I would be doing it for everybody but me.
Yeah.
And now I want to be heard, and I don't care about being seen, so catch me inside. The house. Yeah. No, I just rather be heard. You can take me out of this completely, but keep my voice in it. Yeah. I have no plans for my birthday this weekend. Just at all.
Just chill.
Just a football game.
Just the fact of turning 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, happy birthday, Kensley.
Thank you.
This was fun. I think this was a really great episode. Hearing your story. Yeah, thank you, Connor.
Yeah. Oh, I knew we was going to come back together today at some point. Okay.